Genesis 21 is where the impossible finally becomes reality. It's a chapter full of laughter, some heavy family drama, a desert survival story, and a business deal over a well. So, remember how God promised Abraham and Sarah a baby like 25 years prior? Well, God finally decided it was time to check that item off the to-do list. The Bible says he visited Sarah just like he said he would. Can you imagine being 90 years old and finding out you're pregnant? Most people that age are looking for their reading glasses, and Sarah was looking for maternity clothes. Abraham was 100. I'm guessing the baby shower was wild. When the baby was born, Abraham named him Isaac, which literally means laughter. It's the perfect name because Sarah said, "God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me." And honestly, same Sarah. It's a beautiful, God is so good kind of laugh. Abraham followed the rules and circumcised Isaac when he was 8 days old, staying faithful to the covenant even in the middle of all the excitement. Fast forward a few years, Isaac is being weaned, which was a huge milestone back then. Abraham throws a massive feast, but as with any family gathering, there's drama. Sarah looks over and sees Ishmael, Abraham's son with Hagar the Egyptian servant, mocking Isaac. We don't know exactly what he was saying, but it was enough to flip Sarah's mama bear switch. She marches over to Abraham and basically says, "Get that slave woman and her son out of here. My son Isaac is not sharing his inheritance with him." Abraham was crushed. Ishmael was his son too. He's stressed, losing sleep, and probably wondering how his peaceful retirement turned into a reality TV show. But God steps in and tells Abraham to listen to Sarah and not to worry. Isaac is the child through whom the promise will continue, but God also promises to make Ishmael into a great nation because he is Abraham's son. The next morning, Abraham gives Hagar some bread and a skin of water, puts them on her shoulder, and sends her and Ishmael into the desert of Beersheba. Things get desperate quickly. The water runs out. Thinking her son is about to die, Hagar puts him under a bush and walks some distance away because she can't bear to watch him suffer. She's crying. The boy is crying. It's heartbreaking. But God hears the boy's voice. An angel calls out from heaven, telling Hagar not to be afraid because God has heard the boy crying. She is told to lift the boy up and take him by the hand because God will make him into a great nation. Then God opens her eyes, and she sees a well of water she hadn't noticed before. They drink, they survive, and God stays with Ishmael as he grows up. He becomes a skilled archer living in the desert, and Hagar later finds him a wife from Egypt. Meanwhile, back at Abraham's camp, King Abimelech shows up with his army commander. Abimelech has been observing Abraham and realizes that God is clearly with him in everything he does. He asks Abraham to swear an oath that they will deal honestly with each other and live in peace. Abraham agrees, but he also raises an issue about a well that Abimelech's servants had seized. Abimelech claims he knew nothing about it. To settle the matter officially, Abraham gives Abimelech sheep and cattle, and then sets aside 7 ewe lambs as proof that he dug the well. The place is named Beersheba, meaning Well of the Seven, or Well of the Oath. To conclude everything, Abraham plants a tamarisk tree and calls on the name of the Lord, the eternal God. He lives there as a foreigner for a long time, finally enjoying a season of hard-earned peace. Genesis 21 shows that God keeps his promises, even when they take decades to come true. It also shows that when families get messy and life feels like a desert, God still hears the cries of the hurting and provides exactly what is needed at the right time.